After 17 years in the legislature, the 2014 legislative session will be Representative Michael Paymar's last.
We're going to hear House File 237.
The chair of the House Public Safety, Finance, and Policy Committee is considered a passionate voice for stricter gun laws. During the 2013 session, Paymar sponsored a bill that would have expanded background checks for firearms. He later laid the bill over in committee. We spoke to the St. Paul DFLer about his stepping down.
Representative Paymar, thank you for joining us here in the House chamber. My first question is, why are you not running again for re-election in the fall?
The legislature and a professional career are very difficult to balance, and I've been working in the domestic violence prevention field for about 30 years and recently created a nonprofit called Education for Critical Thinking, and we produced an award-winning film called With Impunity that was aired on public television several times last year. And I have a book coming out in May and another one coming out in the fall. And I really have some extraordinary opportunities to do training and book tours and to do some of the gender violence, human rights work that I'd like to do both nationally as well as internationally with this nonprofit.
What platform or platforms did you champion during your 17 years as a legislator? And why did you pick that area or areas to focus in on?
In part, I think, because of my professional work on the outside, working in the domestic violence prevention field, I chose public safety as sort of a niche here. I didn't know that I would spend most of my time in the public safety arena, but I had the privilege and the honor to be the chair of the Public Safety Committee for 6 years. And, you know, it was really an awesome experience. We interacted in a very bipartisan way. We really changed some of the focus of public safety here in the House.
So what advice would you give to the next person who fills your seat?
If I was to give a candidate advice, it would be, you know, get to know the people that you're representing and stay connected with them. If they write you letters, if they call you, call them back. See if you can resolve their problems. A lot of times you can. Use the power that you have. And if they don't like the way you voted on an issue, I'd always call them back and write back and say, you know, I know we disagree. I just want to explain to you why I voted the way I voted. So I think if you keep that connection, I think you'll be successful. And I guess the final thing I would say is that while you are here to represent your constituents, don't ever forget your soul. Don't ever forget your values and your own principles, because sometimes you have to step out of that box of what maybe your constituents want, and sometimes you have to step out of that box of what might get you reelected, and sometimes you just have to do what you think is right, because at the end of the day, whether it's 5 years, 10 years, or for me 18 years after I got elected, I've got to look in the mirror and I got to say, can I live with this person that I'm looking at? And I can.